Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like life is happening to you, not for you? You're not alone. But what if I told you that these feelings might stem from one thing, a lack of self-worth? It's time to take control. In this video, I'll share with you the subtle signs you're neglecting your self-worth, and more importantly, how to reclaim it. Because the life you deserve, it starts with valuing yourself. Let's dive in. Point number one, you apologize too much. Do you catch yourself apologizing for everything, even things you didn't do? Apologizing excessively is a way of shrinking yourself, of trying to make others feel comfortable at your expense. Here's the truth. Every unnecessary sorry chips away at your confidence. Instead, practice replacing "I'm sorry" with "thank you." For example, instead of saying, "I'm sorry I'm late," say, "Thank you for waiting." It's a small shift, but it sends a powerful message to others and to yourself. Point number two, intro to self-doubt. When you stop apologizing needlessly, you begin to realize just how much you have been doubting yourself. And that leads us to our next sign. Do you feel uneasy without someone else's approval? Whether it's posting on social media or needing constant feedback, relying on others to validate your worth is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. It will never be enough. Instead, practice self-validation. At the end of each day, write down one thing you're proud of. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe you made it to the gym or handled a tough conversation well. Over time, these small wins add up, and you'll realize that your worth doesn't come from others. It comes from within. Point three, struggling to set boundaries. Once you start believing in your own worth, you'll notice another challenge, protecting it. And that brings us to the next sign. Saying yes to everything might seem like the right thing to do, but over time it drains you. Struggling to set boundaries is a clear sign of neglecting your self-worth. Here's a powerful mindset shift. Every time you say no, you're saying yes to something more meaningful. Your time, your energy, your peace. Start small. Next time someone asks you for something, pause and ask yourself, do I really want to do this? If the answer is no, honor that. Point number four, self-care isn't a priority. Once you've set those boundaries, you may find time opening up, but how you use that time can be just as telling. When was the last time you did something just for you? Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. Neglecting self-care sends a message to yourself that you're not worth the effort. But here's the good news. Self-care doesn't have to be elaborate. It could be a walk in nature, journaling, or simply turning off your phone for an hour. The key is consistency. Show up for yourself every day, even in small ways, and watch how your perspective shifts. Point number five, negative self-talk. And as you start caring for yourself, you might begin to notice the conversations you're having in your head. That leads us to the final and perhaps most important sign. The way you talk to yourself matters more than anything. Constantly criticizing yourself? That's a surefire way to undermine your self-worth. Imagine speaking to a friend the way you spoke to yourself. Would they stick around? Probably not. Start by catching those negative thoughts and flipping the script. For example, replace "I'm so bad at this" with "I'm learning and that's okay." Your words have power. Use them to build yourself up, not tear yourself down. Neglecting your self-worth doesn't happen overnight, and rebuilding it won't either. But every step you take, every small action, brings you closer to the life you deserve. So start today. Stop apologizing unnecessarily. Validate yourself. Set those boundaries. Prioritize self-care. And most importantly, speak to yourself with kindness. If this video resonated with you, make a commitment to start valuing yourself today. And if you're ready for more tips and motivation to build the life you deserve, don't forget to like, subscribe,